Today's top corporate story reports say Nvidia and AMD have agreed to give the U.S. government 15% of the revenue that they generate from exporting AI chips to China. In return, the companies will receive export licenses to sell chips in China. The news follows a report on that meeting between Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang and President Trump at the White House last week. 15% of Nvidia's revenue from selling H20 chips to China could amount to billions of dollars.
Okay.
I have thought of everything you could possibly say, and then you probably have some more concerns even than I've come up with.
I'll tell you my thoughts.
Well, you don't really. I mean, I've already thought about left versus right and who thinks. I mean, we need money, obviously, but if it was a security concern in the beginning, this doesn't change anything if you get a little blackmail money to allow it to happen. Obviously, why just chips? Are you going to do this with it? Why just AMD and Nvidia? I mean, there's so many, and it's more industrial policy, which Republicans don't really like.
You just want to steal all my lines at one time.
I know you.
Okay.
I've already thought of all the things, and I'm sure you have other concerns. And instead of just embracing that we're basically taxing a U.S. corporation and getting great revenue to try to reduce the deficit, suddenly even the left is going to have problems with this.
So here's where I stand.
The left and right are going to have problems.
Well, I would think the right should have a lot of problems.
Industrial policy.
The industrial policy piece of this is now we're not even macro managing, we're micromanaging.
I hear you.
At a sort of
I thought
level.
of this. I told you I'm working through it.
No, I know.
Working through it. I like the money.
I guess I like the money too.
For the coffers.
Sure, but I think the issue is there's the national security issue, which was already on the table. Yeah. They decided to overlook that issue or to decide that it was actually in the best interest of the country for Nvidia to be selling into China, right? If that is true, that it is in the best interest of the United States to be selling to China for competitive reasons because we don't want China to ultimately be able to own the AI business, the industry, that could be a fair and valid reason. I'll go along with that. Once you start to get into a mode where there's an additional payment for that sort of reading, if you will, that's where it becomes, because it undermines the credibility of the national security argument.
Oh, it definitely undermines the credibility.
And that's, to me...
But I took it one step further.
Okay, you go.
We're not stopping China in AI. There's no way. And I don't know, it'd be nice to win, but we could use some of this money to prepare to deal with China.
For UBI?
To prepare for the security we're going to need to compete against China. And for the government, we're going to need to defend ourselves theoretically from powerful AI.
And what about OpenAI? What about Microsoft? What about any company that...
Hopefully we're going to win, but we're not going to hold China back, and I guess we might...
Are we going to hold our companies back by charging them a tax? I would think...
That's something to worry about. I would rather have Nvidia and AMD reinvesting that money...
in their own businesses.
But now I sound... That's what a conservative... That's what a Republican would want. They need to do it... This is like... There's a buyback story today. There are actually people that say companies shouldn't be able to do what they want to do with their own money. If they want to do they should be hiring more people. They should be raising salaries for people. That's not the way it should be. They should be able to do that. Okay. And I'm saying I have problems. The
payoff. To me, the thing is it just looks like a payoff. That's actually,
it does.
For me, that's the only thing.
And I'd rather have companies, but then again...
And I don't know where this goes. So to me, it's the payoff, and I don't know where this goes because our other companies are going to have to start paying off the United States government to all sorts of things. Forget about the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. That's what it is.
It should be all or nothing. Nobody should do this, or you should just raise taxes if that's the way you want to do it. I guess corporate taxes. I know. I thought of all these things. I don't. But then again, we come down to. Be nice to have $40–50 billion to do all the great things that liberals want to do.
Forget about what liberals want to do.
Do childcare. Do it. Give people a rebate. You know, do all these things. That's why Trump thinks. He doesn't. I don't think President Trump. I don't think he thinks necessarily. Money is money. Money in the federal government's coffers.
Right, but now he wants to give it back, and we've been talking. We have this debt we got to deal with. I mean, it's sort of
I know.
A lot of
Now suddenly liberals are worried about the debt. I know.
Not liberals. I'm worried about the debt. I don't know.
Well, Democrats weren't worried for the last 4 years.
That's true. They weren't, and they should have been.
I know. I don't know. Is this really going to happen? I don't know if it's even really going to. I mean, there's nothing in the Constitution that says anything, but you're going to hear people say it's
There's nothing in the Constitution that says that the U.S. government can ask Nippon Steel for golden shares in the company either.
Well, that's true too. So I would think that they've talked to lawyers about whether you can even do this, wouldn't you think? Or...
Well, the question is, I thought about this.
You asked your dad?
No, who's going to sue? Who has standing to sue? I don't believe the taxpayer, just like a random third party, has standing to sue. The only person who could sue is the company. And given that
they're the one agreeing to do it, though.
Correct. And they're agreeing under some form of duress.
To be able to do it.
And they could not go public and say, we hate you, Mr. President. We don't like this. We're not doing this.
Right.
Right? Because we now live in this universe.
They'd rather have 85% than nothing.
That's the position they're taking.
I understand that. I thought about all this and dreaded this whole conversation.
How's it going so far? Better than you thought.
No, I mean, I knew what all the concerns would be, and I'm grappling with them, and I don't know what the answer is.
Okay.
You know. And you are too, sort of, although you're obviously don't.
No, it's not obvious. Look, I actually was.
Do you like the?
I like the idea.
You ought to just. It's like taxing a company. You ought to like that.
I'm okay with us selling these chips into China, which, by the way, was a bit of a,
Right. You never thought TikTok did anything wrong either.
Even
though our kids are insane these days.
They are, but not. Yes.
Not only
they are,
because of TikTok.
But not because the Chinese are trying to change their brains, I don't think.